Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
And I also do some dentistry on the side. Alright, Brad, today we're going to talk about how to fix the brakes on a four-wheeled walker. These walkers have become very, very popular for the elderly, which brings us to our first point, by the way. If you are 40, 50 and over, and you're going to want to subscribe to us because we can provide you videos on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free well into the elder years.
Right, and both Bob and I are at that 50 age, and both of our parents use four-wheeled walkers.
My mom uses a four-wheel walker.
And they're a wonderful thing. What's good about these, Bob?
Well, we're going to talk about that in another video, Brad.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to talk about how to fix the brakes now.
Oh, good. You're thinking, Bob.
So watch our next video. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of this one. But right now, we're going to show how to fix
As far as safety, the hand brakes are critical, and these brakes work well if they're adjusted properly. However, they can get unadjusted and they can loosen up so that, watch this brake. If you push down, this back wheel right now is locked. I can't move the walker forward or backwards. Now this one should have the same response, and it's clearly out of adjustment. Yep. It's down, it's not locked. And the goal for this is you lock both of them so that you can sit down and it's stationary versus sitting down and having it go away on you and have one of those falls, which you really don't want to have mom or dad experience. So you're going to say, "Don't worry, Mom, I can fix this," because your parents are always happy. Yes. So
it may not be handsome.
Yeah, it may not be handsome, but find yourself. That's a red-green thing. We don't want to take kids in for material. But if you go right here, where the cable goes into the
focusing on that.
You down here?
Right here.
Here we go. Okay. Now this is the same as on a bicycle, actually. So they're going to find kind of a knurled knob right here, and then there's going to be a lock nut right there. And if it's loose already, watch what happens. Right now it's not working. It's a little bit. If I move this, and if you look close, you can see the distance from this finger nut up to here is increasing as I go that way. You probably won't be able to see this, but if you're here in real life, you'll be able to see it. And see the distance between the lock nut is changing. You can see more threads now. Before, there was very few threads, and then now the lock nut. That's why I have a needle nose. If you're a real mechanic, you won't use a needle nose. You get a nice box in, but most people don't have that laying around their house. Okay.
So which way is tightening it, Brad, and which way is loosening it?
Well, you go this way so that you see more threads.
You see more threads here. Okay.
Yeah, depends which way you're looking at.
So there's two components here. There's this little, what do you call that?
It's a knurled nut. I'm going to call it a knurled nut.
That's the first thing you run into, and then the next one is just a regular nut.
And then that's the lock nut. Once you get it adjusted, now watch.
I see. So you move this one first to where it's adjusted.
Right, so that when you push down, see how much it clicks now?
Okay.
And look at that, that is locked tight.
All right.
So now
once you got that one in place, then you got to put the lock nut in place so it doesn't move.
Yep, and I'm going to take this needle nose. Again, an open end wrench would really be nice, or a small crescent wrench. But you can get away with this. It'll work. Yeah. And there we go, it's tight. And I cannot move that.
So now I can see a lot of, again, Nancy, I don't know how much you're catching this, but you can see a lot of threads right there, where before they were actually, the two were together.
Right, it was all moved in.
So the more that you move this nut that way, the more it tightens it. The more it went this way is the more it loosened it.
Say no more. Now the other thing is, if you got this all the way out and it's still not locking tight, ta-da, they've got another one down here you can do the same thing with. Exactly the same setup.
Yeah.
And if you move both of those all the way out and it's still not tight enough, then you got to come down here and you got to loosen this up and pull the cable through, and that's a whole nother story. Usually, I've never had to do that. I've always been get it with just this one, and I've never had to go to the second one actually yet. So,
okay.
That's
helpful because, like you said, Brad, this actually becomes a device of worry if the brakes aren't locked.
Right.
Kind of a horror thing.
You think you're going to be safe with your four-wheel walker and the brakes don't work well. It's actually puts you in more danger. So there you go. Any more questions on a four-wheel walker, just write in our comment section and I'll be happy to, Bob and I'll be happy to answer you.
Sounds good. Thanks.